Hey there, it's Christine Collins, and I wanted to share with you some insight today, just in case you happen to be in the situation where you find that your marketing work, your content work, your copywriting, and just in general creating in your business is leaving you feeling either overwhelmed or in some cases just completely bored. It might also feel like things just aren't aligned, like your copy and your content isn't aligned up with your strategy, or your creativity just isn't there. And sometimes when you're writing, you feel like you're trying to squeeze water from a stone. Kind of like you're just doing it to get it done, and you're not feeling excited and thrilled and proud of what you're creating. So a little bit about flow. When we work in flow, the plan is clear, ideas flow with ease, the writing almost writes itself, and you sort of have an endless supply of juicy ideas that are not only creative, but also aligned with your strategy and your marketing work. So flow is a measurable neuroscience state that we get into when we are deeply engrossed in work that we are doing. And it's actually measurable on fMRIs. So this is not like a fluffy made up thing. It's actually very real and capable of being monitored. Now, when we're in flow, there's a reduction in the frontal lobe areas that are attached to things like anxiety, self-consciousness, self-doubt, those times when you're kind of second guessing yourself, like, am I doing this right? Am I not doing this right? When you're in flow, all of that is kind of reduced. There's even things like reduced physical pain, and you're kind of in this brainwave state similar to the brainwave state that we get into in hypnosis. So I like using hypnosis with my clients to help them to get into flow. And there are a few ways that you can use hypnosis to get you into this magical state of flow where things are kind of lined up and zipping and zapping along for you, and it doesn't feel like you have to work quite so hard. So there are ways that we can use this tool, and I did talk about it a little bit more extensively in the webinar that I ran last week, so if you're interested in that, definitely grab it. It's free. But just to give you kind of a quick overview, one of the things that I love to do is to use a hypnosis audio just prior to doing my marketing and content work. And so what I like to do is to turn on my hypnosis audio with a specific goal in mind, whether it is a specific offer that I'm wanting to write or craft, or some content and blogs that I'm trying to design. And it gives me the opportunity to kind of step out of the doing and play in my imagination. And often that is how I come up with some of my very best ideas. If this sounds kind of fun and exciting, and you would love to have a handheld on-demand tool like hypnosis for yourself, I actually have created something just for magical marketing work that is designed to support you as a marketer with the types of tasks that you do in your content creation and copywriting. Things like staying energized and motivated, things like coming up with juicy ideas and writing copy. There are 6 audios, they're 12 minutes each, so it's nice and easy to fit it into your day. And they are, number 1, energized, so give you that boost to kind of get going, get started, keep going, keep the momentum moving so you can start and finish your project. Write copy, getting inspired, crafting your cutting edge copy, your juicy content, taking action, taking focused action, making sure that the action you're taking is aligned with your strategy, having a success mindset, which is really the basis for our success, and then money in, bringing it home, achieving the result that you're looking for. So I've designed these to be a little bit different than some of my other hypnosis work, so if you are familiar with that, these are shorter at only 12 minutes each. They are a little bit faster paced, and they are designed to set you up to do the work, to jump straight in. So they don't take you as deep. They get you prepared that as soon as you're finished, you're ready to write your copy or start your action plan or whatever it is you have on your agenda for that day. They can be listened to in any particular order. It doesn't matter if you want to pick energized today or write copy or money in. They are highly focused, and they will get you inspired, motivated, and ready to go. These 6 audios are only available as a collection. They are not part of the Hypnopothecary. They are a completely separate product for magical marketers. And they are $99 US, but because I just finished my webinar and I have early birdie still going on, they're actually currently only $77 US, so that's a savings of $22 US, and that will be the case through the rest of this month. You actually receive them both as a download, so if you like to have it as an MP3 that you can download onto your cell phone, you have it that way. You also get it in the portal, so if you're a Hypnopothecary Apothecary member already, it just expands your access so that everything is kind of in one place for you. So you kind of get to decide how you prefer to listen to this collection. The results of hypnosis really speak for themselves, because I find that regardless of how much time I have slated to work in a particular day, whether it's 30 minutes or 3 hours, whatever amount of time I have, that time is made more productive by getting into flow, by setting up my mindset, by making sure that I have a clear plan and I know where I'm going when I sit down at my desk. And using hypnosis is an incredibly easy and relaxing way to get yourself into a flow state where your time will be more efficient and more productive, because during that 12-minute period, you have the opportunity to begin to think about, visualize, plan, and design what it is you're going to do when you sit down at your desk, what it is you're going to write about when you sit down to write your copy or create your content. So I always like to say that while it could be said by some that they don't have the time for mindset support or 12 minutes to listen to a hypnosis audio, the reality is you don't have the time not to. Because how often do you sit down to write something and you're staring at a blank screen, you can't think of what to say, you're not sure what your audience wants to hear, it doesn't feel aligned to your strategy, it feels overwhelming, it feels boring, compared to scenario B, where you sit down, you already know what you want to say, you've already envisioned it in your mind, you know where you're going, and you know how to get there. And that is part of the many benefits of hypnosis, which also, at the same time that you're doing all of that, it works in the background for you to assist with any limiting beliefs that you may have around that specific topic. So if you're concerned that you just don't have the ability to come up with creative content and copy, this will help. If you're concerned that you don't know how to strategically craft a really good plan for your marketing, this will help. If you're worried that money isn't going to come to you, or you have some money blocks and beliefs around getting those results, this will help. If you're worried that you're going to lose steam and run out of motivation to complete something, or even to get started in the first place, this will help. These hypnosis audios are highly focused to solve whatever the challenging block is around that topic in that list of 6. And when you use them strategically for the purpose of your marketing work, it starts to get really juicy and exciting. So please feel free to get in contact with me, pop a comment or whatever if you've got questions. And in the meantime, I hope that you have an absolutely magical and creative rest of your day.